This is Dawn.
And Tammy, we are two
Two old fat ladies.
fat ladies.
We're old and we're fat and proud of it.
Yeah, and we're opinionated, and we have an opinion today about.
We're going to talk about things that we wear in public. Not we.
Yeah, not us. Not us.
But what some people wear in public. And,
Yeah.
and our thing is how much time you got, because, we could go on forever. But
A
we
long
won't.
time. A long time. Yeah,
But we
indeed.
won't. So before we start, shall we start a new thing? I'm drinking hot tea.
Oh yeah, me too. This is my morning go-to most of the
Oh,
time.
look, you have dogs. I have cats.
I do. I have my sporting dogs on here, and there's the English setters, which I have one of. But yes, tea. And Republic of Tea is who I get these from. Dawn does too.
Right.
My
My
favorite.
go-to is Earl Grey,
Yeah.
because I'm a diehard Star Trek nerd. And yeah, so Earl Grey, hot. And
Yes.
the thing I love about this tea is when I open the canister, it smells so good. It's just so good. They're little round packets,
And these canisters are great. I like the canisters they come in.
right, they're beautiful. This is going to be a problem because I won't want to throw away canisters.
I know, me too. I love it.
Canister collection.
And we'll drop a link for the Republic of Tea down below in our comments so you guys can go there and get some tea if you're interested, because we love it. It's good stuff. So that's our shameless plug for tea, and mine is for Southwest English Setter Rescue, which I'm wearing. If you're looking for an lovely English Setter dog. So there you
And
go.
apparently mine's all about polka dots.
That's awesome. So, wearing weird stuff in public. Okay, so I got to just back up and say, when we were kids, like I'm talking about the late 1960s, even into the 70s. Well, in the 60s, we dressed up to go anywhere. You didn't dress down to go to the grocery store. You dressed in nice clothes when you went in public. My mother never went anywhere without lipstick. She's she always had to have her face done. And now you go to the store, go to the grocery store or anywhere, and there's people wearing their pajamas
And fuzzy slippers.
and fuzzy slippers. It's crazy. It's crazy. I would never think of going out in public like that. And I know it's like become a norm for younger people or the younger generation, but I just think it's really bizarre. So I don't know.
So back in the day, I actually would do grocery shopping at 10 o'clock at night, often.
Right?
But even then, I would not, no, I would never have left my house in pajamas. I mean, I even remember my mother having appendicitis, and I had to take her to the hospital in the middle of the night. And that woman would not, she had to get dressed. She was not going in her pajamas. Nowadays, I think people would go in whatever, but
Yeah.
that was not a thing. My
It's
mother
crazy.
didn't own any, I don't think she owned tennis shoes. I don't think, it was always heels. And I always used to go into her closet and wear them and dress up in those heels. She did have flip-flops, which, okay, here's another pet peeve of mine. Don't hijack my words. So I grew up, I'm half Japanese, so I grew up with wearing thongs on my feet.
Well, you don't want to say that now.
No, because now you have to call them flip-flops. But, okay, back in the day, they were thongs. Anyway, my mother only had flip-flops and high heels. Now, I live in flip-flops now.
I know you do. I don't live in flip-flops, but
Yeah. So, anyway, fuzzy slippers, no. First of all, I don't own a pair. And secondly, I would never wear them outside the house.
no. I never would either. I can't imagine, not even in a pinch, going someplace. Like sometimes I'll have to just run up to Walgreens real quick, but honestly, even though I work from home, I get dressed every day. Not dressed up, but you know, like this. This is work attire because nobody sees me but you guys.
I mean,
But
I think
yeah,
I
yeah.
could go to the store in my pajamas because my pajamas are just a dressed down version of what I normally wear at home. I mean, you know, capris and a t-shirt, but I know they're my pajamas and I could not wear them out. I can go out to the curb to take out the trash bins,
Yeah,
but I'm
exactly.
not going to a store. I'm not going into public wearing what I
Or
wear.
church or school or anywhere else like that for that matter.
Okay.
You know, I just can't. I just can't. I
No,
just
we were
can't.
in high school and we graduated in 1980. I think we mentioned that at some point. But if we, as young women in high school, if our bra strap was showing,
Oh my
we
God.
pretty much, if a boy noticed it and said something, we would pretty much have to go to the office, tell them we were sick and that we need to go home because,
Mortifying. It would be mortifying.
oh, we
Yeah.
couldn't have shown our face for the rest of the day. It would have just been awful. And probably the journalism team would have somehow put it in the newspaper that, you know, in the school paper that somebody's bra strap was showing. Then Madonna happened.
That
And
was towards
I,
the tail end of our high school though, wasn't it? Like 79, 80-ish type
what?
Madonna?
Yeah, I think 80, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't
something
know.
like
Somewhere
that. It was after
early, very early 80s, if not, yeah. But
after the
I
fact.
remember, of course, then after graduation, and we had jobs. And on my way, a lot of times to work, I would see high school girls walking to school. And yeah, full on Madonna. Black bras, lacy, see-through. I was just like, wow, okay. Totally.
That would not have happened. My parents would never have allowed that. Never, ever, ever in a million years. So, you know, if you were going somewhere, you were going to be dressed appropriately, unless it was like pajama day. So now they don't even have to have pajama day
Yeah,
at school,
we did
right?
have
Because
those, didn't we?
we had pajama day, you know, and whatever, but it was like now they don't have to because they wear pajamas to school all the time, you know,
I
whatever.
wonder,
So,
you know, they used to also have dress-up days. I wonder if they have dress-up days now.
I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. So I can't imagine.
You know, high school was fun back in the day. I don't know what it's like now, but it was fun back then. I mean, I'm glad I'm done, but, but
We will not go back. Thank you very much.
I mean, and we did a lot of stuff that, because lawyers have gotten involved, that you can't do anymore.
No, I know.
I mean, just crazy stuff. But
Yeah.
I think so much of that was just wild and crazy teenager stuff that you can't do anymore.
No.
Anyway, back to the clothing. What
Back
else?
to the clothing.
Bra straps, fuzzy slippers. What else do we see out there?
There are, you know, all you have to do is go to Walmart and there are, I know there's other videos that people have put out about Walmart. I think there's even a channel about, you know, people dressed at Walmart that are wearing weird crap. I don't go to Walmart unless I absolutely have to, okay? But there are people that have been wearing like, oh my God, did you like even look in the mirror before you walked out the door? Or do you have a mirror in your house? Because apparently so many people do not. And they don't seem to care or notice that what they're wearing is a little on the, you know, I don't want to say
there.
inappropriate because it's just my opinion, but out there. Like, yeah, out there. I would consider it inappropriate and I wouldn't be caught dead going outside like that. If I ever do, then you need to call somebody because I've lost my mind. That's, yeah. You see Tammy out in her pajamas, she has gone off the edge and you might as well call and put her in an Alzheimer's unit because that's where I will be headed at that point. So, yeah. I don't know. I got to tell you though, funny, my friend Noelle, hi Noelle, hopefully Noelle will be on here sometime as a guest. I called her one time, I got really, really sick. It was the tattoo flu, which is a whole nother story. I got a big tattoo and I was didn't have enough protein, and I got really sick overnight. I called her. I was like, you gotta come, and I may have to go to the ER, but I am so sick. So she comes over to my house and brings me, like ginger ale and all kinds of, snacks and stuff, Gatorade, to try to help me get rehydrated. And she's like, I hope you know that I love you very much because I went to the store in my pajamas at 4 o'clock in the morning. And she's like, the guy at the counter was thinking, I have been smoking weed because I'm buying all these weird snacks and I'm in my pajamas at 4 a.m. And she's like, but once again, she's in our age group, and it's like, I wouldn't be caught dead in my pajamas in the grocery store even at 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't know.
In an emergency?
In an emergency, maybe. If Noelle called me and she needed me right away, I probably would. But
well, I don't know. I could do it because obviously, like I said, it's not like typical pajama wear, but
yeah, mine is typical pajama wear. I could not wear it in public and get away with it. I like these big, and I did several years ago, and I probably need to get new ones, get them at Walmart, and they're these oversized giant t-shirts with pockets in them. That's what I sleep in. That would be inappropriate if I went anywhere in that, because no.
You know what though? Probably most people wouldn't even notice.
I think they would. I would know.
But,
I don't know.
This world today is different.
I guess.
So, I mean, I'm not really sure anybody would notice.
I don't kind of like the way things are going these days in that direction. I mean, I just, the 70s were great, the 80s were great. Now, not so much. The 60s were really great too. So I remember going shopping with my mom and my grandmother and having to wear a dress, when I was like 8, 10,
Okay.
10 years
Yeah.
old, something like that.
I remember going to the grocery store with my mother and her leaving me in the car
Yes.
because I didn't want to go in, which is fine. I didn't think there was anything wrong. She didn't think there was anything wrong. Nobody was calling the police. Nobody was doing anything. I wasn't going to run away. I wasn't going to, nobody was going to kidnap me. I mean, okay, the possibility existed, but back then that didn't happen.
No.
And, oh my gosh, you couldn't do that now.
You couldn't do that now, no. And you know what? We live in we both grew up in the same town, and it's always been fairly, not a high crime town, but it's kind of gotten to be more so in the last few years in that respect. But yeah, like you're saying, I remember getting lost in a grocery store. No, it was not the grocery store. It was, do you remember Hested's on North Avenue? Or it was across the street, it was Gibson's.
I remember, Gibson's, yeah.
Yeah. And my mom found me, and I was probably 6 or 7, and I was just talking away to some strange person that was like standing there staring like, oh my God. And she's like, yeah, nobody would kidnap this child because she never shuts up, and they would bring her back. It would be like, yeah, take this child away, so. And that's the truth, though. So, and we all know that.
But we were not in our pajamas.
But we were not in our pajamas. No, we were not.
I think the only place that we went out in public in our pajamas not as an adult. I have never been out in public as an adult, but as a child, was at the drive-in theater.
I was going to say the drive-in movies. I knew what you were going to say.
Yeah, because then you could fall asleep and your parents could just carry you to bed when you got home.
Yeah.
They didn't have to wake you up to change your clothes. But other than the drive-in theater, I don't know.
Yeah, and most people that are under 40 don't even know what a drive-in theater is.
Yeah, that's sad, isn't it? That's sad.
It is sad. Yeah. Oh, well, so we've hashed that out. So let us know what your opinions are on people wearing their pajamas and underwear. I've seen people in their underwear in public and stuff. Do you remember the Speedo man? Oh, yeah, there was that guy. Yeah. There was a guy in our town that wore a Speedo, and that's all. And he was a little off bubble, but, yeah. So, not appropriate, my opinion. What's your opinion? Drop us something in the comments. And go order some green tea from Republic of Tea. It's good stuff.
And Earl Grey, although this is Earl Grayer,
There you go.
but it's yummy and I love it.
All right, till next time. We will talk at you later.